Welcome, my name is Donna, and today we're going to be learning how to make our own solitary beehives. So you may be wondering, what are solitary bees and why are they important? Well, solitary bees make up 80 to 90% of bee species and are very effective pollinators. And unlike social bees who make honey and wax and live in a colony, solitary bees live on their own, with no queen or social hierarchy. Solitary bees are also responsible for carrying and caring for their whole line, and they do not swarm and don't want to sting. So after learning all about solitary bees, hopefully you're wondering, well, what can I do to help? And making these hives is a good first step because we're giving these bees a place to live and repopulate. So we're just going to go through a materials list and then we'll go through the instructions on how to make these hives. So to start, you should have a plastic bottle. It could be a water bottle or a juice bottle, but if you don't have a plastic bottle, a tin can also works. A pack of paper brown bags, a marker, or a pen or pencil, anything that's just long and wide. Hot glue, normal glue, or tape works also. Yarn, twine, string, and any decorations that you may have. That could be non-toxic paint, markers, googly eyes, anything like that works. So the first step is to cut our brown paper bag. To do this, cut across the horizontal line at the bottom, and then cut the middle of the bag right down the center. And follow the lines that are on the bag, it's just easier. Then unfold your first piece and then cut across the middle, again following the line. And then put those two pieces off to the side. Then do the same process for the second piece, cut along the middle, following the line, and then we should have 4 pieces in total. Then we are going to make our tubes. Start by placing your marker at the very end of your paper, right in the middle. And then start rolling the paper against the marker or the pencil or the pen, whichever you are using. But make sure to leave 1 inch to ½ an inch of the paper left. This is what we'll be using to glue down. So apply a generous amount of the glue onto the paper and then roll that paper once again against whichever utensil you are using, and then press down for about 10 seconds. Then take a pair of scissors or another marker, pen, or pencil and slide out the original utensil that we used to roll up the paper. And that should make our tube. Now, if you're using tape, the process is similar. We're going to start by taking a piece of the paper that we got from the brown paper bag and placing our marker in the bag once again, and then rolling the brown paper bag paper. But this time we're going to roll the whole thing against the marker or the pen or the pencil. And then we're going to take our tape and apply the tape right onto the paper. I started by putting it in the center, but you can place it anywhere that you think will just keep the tube together. And then once it's placed on the paper, just continue to add more until you feel that it's secure and that the paper won't fall apart. Make sure to take out your rolling utensil and do this until you feel like you have enough tubes to cover the whole dimension of whichever you are using. For me, I had to use around 8 to 10 bags to completely cover my tin can. And the tubes may be too long for whichever container you are using, so just line up the tube with the width of your container and just cut off any extra to make the tube fit perfectly alongside the container. And for extra support, you can hot glue the bottom. I didn't do this with all of mine and they stayed in pretty well, but to make it more secure, hot gluing the bottom of the tube and then sticking it right along the bottom of the container right in the back works well. Now it's my favorite part, which is the decorating part. So there's a lot of creative freedom here. You can do whatever you think would look nice for your can. You can use construction paper and roll up the can and then add googly eyes or markers even work. I decided to paint my can using non-toxic acrylic paint, which is safe for bees, and I decided to do a bug. I just painted the body and then I made dots and an eyeball. Now take your yarn, string, or twine and wrap that at the top of the can all the way so it's covered. Then make one knot and pull that tight so it feels secure. Then take any extra string and just pull that through. Now take the rest of your yarn or twine or string and then lay it across your can horizontally all the way so it stretches across the bottom. And take your hot glue or glue stick or tape and just secure that to the bottom and press down so it stays on. Now take the remaining yarn, string or twine and then again lay it horizontally across the can and glue or tape that down. You can lay it on top of the remaining twine or yarn or string at the top. That's what I did and it felt pretty secure. And then this is what your can should look like at the end. And this is our completed solitary bee nest. I just found a shaded spot on a tree and just put mine right up along the branch. Thanks for watching.